Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
You're listening to the Sheena Metal Experience with your host, Sheena Metal, right here on LA Talk Radio.
That's right. It's the Sheena Metal Experience right here on LA Talk Radio. For more info on the show, latalkradio.com, SheenaMetalExperience.com. Don't forget to email me and let me know what you think of the show. If you're looking for me online on social media anywhere, it's so easy. I'm just at Sheena Metal everywhere. I'm also the founder of a movement of peace, love, kindness, and unity at raisingthevibration.org, and I am raisingthevibration.com. Also, I have a spiritual practice at sheenametalspiritual.com, and I am raisingyourvibration.com. Please comment. Come visit, comment, send me an email. You can email me directly, Sheena at IamRaisingYourVibration.com, or you can text me, especially if you want to get on the air today, 818-437-0886. To get on the air today, you can only text me, so I can only keep track of one thing at a time. There's so many different modalities spinning around me today. It's Lightworkers Unite. It's Psychic Tuesday here on LA Talk Radio. We did 2 hours of free readings and healings and spiritual counseling on Haunted Playground from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time. Now we're doing it all over again on the Sheena Metal Experience, and I've already got a list of people that are ready to go. Please join the list and let us help you, because I love that. I always have a special guest here on Lightworkers Unite. Otherwise, it would just be me, and it would just be called Lightworker Unite, and it would be a much different show. So my good friend Chin-Hee Park, who sort of dragged me out of the psychic closet, along with her sister Sun-Hee Park, who I don't believe will be with us today, is my guest today, and she's trying to figure out how to get on the show, and so I will call her on Skype. So that's how it works here. The only thing that's confusing about the Sheena Metal Experience is the Skype. If you master the Skype, the rest of it's all cake. I promise you. Chin-Hee, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you, buddy?
Hi, how are you, buddy?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good.
It's good. Where are you in our beautiful nation at this point in time? I never quite know where you are.
I'm in New York right now.
All right. Are you loving it?
Pretty much. We're relaxing.
All right. That's cool.
It's all good.
You guys are chilling? Chilling means you get to call your friend Sheena and do a little radio?
Yeah, heading your way in October.
Oh, are you?
Uh-huh.
When are you here in October?
October-ish.
Okay. Well, don't make it.
I'm not sure exactly when.
Don't make it end of October, beginning of November-ish, or me and Miss Patty Negri will be in Dallas.
No way.
Yeah, we
Wait.
go to, yeah. You don't want to miss us.
Dallas?
Yeah. We're
Maybe we can meet in Dallas.
We're teaching in Dallas at a conference. And that's my go-to place twice a year. I go there and I teach. So for now, soon more go-to places, but right now it's Dallas twice a year. So I don't want to miss you guys.
Maybe we can
meet us in Dallas.
Yeah. Because we have to drive through Texas.
Oh, to get here? Are you coming from the south?
Yep. We take the southern route.
All right. That's cool. How long are you coming for? You never know. Who knows, right? With the parks, who knows?
You know what? Sparks in the wind.
Exactly. Who knows, right? Who knows? Could be a day, could be 5 years. It depends on how many TV show offers you get when you're here.
We're probably going to be there for quite a while.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought that was off the table again, and you guys were going to settle back in Philly last time we talked.
Yeah, I thought so too, but then, stuff changes every minute.
All right. I like that. How do you feel about your ever-changing stuff?
We're just looking forward to seeing everyone. It's been, 7 years?
Has it really been that long? No.
I think so.
No, it's 2014,
yeah.
Right? Didn't you leave in 2015? It's only been 4.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I'm sorry. Well, I had a friend that told me it's been 7 years since I saw you, so I thought it was 7.
Oh, well, maybe you just didn't see that friend for like 3 years while you were here. I won't tell. All right, so if you want to get on with us, it's so easy. We're doing readings, we're doing healings, spiritual counseling, whatever you want, and all you got to do to get on the line with Chinhy and me is send me a text message, 818-437-0886, and we are happy to get you on with us because we love that story. So it's going to be fun. I love when you do this with me, my friend. I appreciate you making the time to do this. Are you doing your own thing on Facebook Live right now on the side?
I will. I'll go live in a minute.
Because I know you like to do that.
Well, I try to get as many people to get a reading, so that would be
right?
good.
We want everyone in the world to get a reading today. Everybody, you get a reading, and you get a reading, and everybody gets a reading today. Yep, as many as we can get on.
Oprah.
I know, on purpose. I'm Oprahing out. I'm being Oprah. So have you guys been busy? Are you doing lots of parties and things?
We have, oh my God, in-person sessions. I love in-person sessions.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I do. I love it all. I love phone too. I got to tell you, I love the deep connection of ear to ear as well.
Definitely.
Voice.
I mean, I like the phone too, but I like seeing people in person.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I get that. I totally get that. All
So
right,
how have you been?
I've been fantastic. Busy, wonderful. I had a fantastic 3-day seminar I taught in Dallas. Came home. Now I'm doing a webinar with them in August. Already have a whole bunch of people signed up for it. It's my first webinar. I'm very excited. Patty and I are traveling around with the doll. We're taking the doll to Dallas, and in October we're doing a little web series. I'm doing another little web series with my pal Carolyn from General Hospital about setting up your perfect sacred space. And
That's awesome.
I got just lots of groovy things happening. Lots of clients, lots of I got ordained 2 summers ago, and now I'm on staff at a church here in Hollywood, and I do an interfaith service through them once a month. I just did that Saturday. That was awesome. Feels really good to be on staff at a church. Who knew I would become a minister and love it so much? But it's such a big part of my work. I got no complaints.
We're going to need your candles soon.
You're gonna need what?
Your candles soon.
Let me know. Let me know when you guys get rolling. You get rolling, and we'll make it all happen.
Yeah.
I also have crystals. If you want crystals, I've got that too.
Definitely.
My crystals are selling like hotcakes. My good vibrations crystals. So
That's awesome.
I'm a busy girl. I will get you all the information, and we will rock and roll. I'm excited. Okay,
Sounds good.
Let me look at my list, and let's get some awesome people on the show. How does that sound?
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, one more time. If you want to get on with us, you just send me a text message, 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. And let me go look at my phone. And this is actually my phone that I'm holding. Yes, I am the weirdo that gives my cell phone out on the air. So,
You're bold.
I am, right? Yes, I'm totally bold. I'm 100% in service now, so much that I gave my cell phone out on the air, and I let people text me for readings all day long. Right? So I know we've got Suzanne coming on, we've got Angela coming on, we've got Leanne coming on, and I'm just trying to figure out who's already in my system so we can get somebody started while I type everybody else in. So let's go look at this and see who we've got here. I'm pretty sure that
you got a lot of callers already?
I'm sorry?
You got a lot of callers already?
I got some. We always need more. If you're going to go online and solicit for folks, that would be awesome.
Let me tell them the number again.
Sure. Actually, tell them to text me. It's 818-437-0886.
So text Sheena, and then you're going to call them?
Uh-huh. Then I program them into the system. Because I have to call them so that I got to call them so that I can conference them in with you and not hang up on anybody. And it looks like I've got to put everybody in the system here. So we're going to type some people in while Chinhy does her thing on Facebook Live. I'm going to be programming some folks into the contacts here. And this is going to be fun. And here we go. So, Angela, if you're listening, you're up next. I'm going to send you a text and let you know you're up next. And this is what we do here on Lightworkers Unite. It's a lot of me being on my phone and then some readings and then more of me being on my phone. It's so much fun. Meanwhile, it's Chin being on Facebook Live, me being on my phone. It's basically like us hanging out on the phone, Chin, only there's a lot of people listening and also people are getting readings.
Yep, that's awesome.
So here we go.
I'm ready. I'm Tad ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
good. Sounds good. And I've got Angela all ready to go and calling her right now. So, you know what? No, I got to do it a different way. Hang on. See, I almost forgot because you're on the phone. So I've got to conference her in. I almost hung up on you, buddy. That would suck.
He's already.
I know,
Help me
right?
out, man.
Right?
I see how you are.
Right? That's exactly how I am. Okay, so we're going to go to you first, then we go here. Then we do add to call. Woo! You should have seen the first time I tried to figure this out when Skype changed all their rules. It was not pretty, my friend, but now it's easy. And the nice thing is we won't even hear her coming on or anything. She just appears and then she's with us. And I love that.
You have it down pat now?
I'm sorry?
You have it down pat now?
I got it down pat, buddy. It's easy. She'll be here any second. She'll just pop in on us and it will be like a moment of beauty. She'll kind of be a little confused because she's coming in like, wait, am I on? What's happening? Oh, we hope that's what happens. We're calling her right now. If not, we go to the next one.
Reached the voicemail box of 601880.
Nope, that's not good. And I hung up on Chin too. Well, that was really sucked. All right, so we got to get Chin back on. I'm going to tell her I just tried to call her. This happens sometimes till we get the first one rolling, my friends. Just bear with me. It is what it is, what it is. Okay. Sheena, you back?
I'm back.
All right, that was my fault. Went to hang up on her voicemail, hung up on everybody. All right, I'm going to put somebody else in. We're going to put Suzanne in and get her ready to go while I figure out what's going on with Angela's phone. So, and I notice people are already starting to get through to me. So, Shin, you must have made the announcement.
I did. I'm running a little late, but I did.
You're good with that. Okay. Okay, hang on one sec. Okay. All right, here we go. Now we're going to conference her in. Yeah, Skype is...
I just want to tell.
I'm sorry?
I just want to tell my people they're just coming to my Facebook Live. Hi, everyone.
Yay.
Just text Sheena.
Hi, everybody.
818-437-0886. Oh, man, sorry, 0886. And then she'll call you for a reading.
I will do that. I'll text you so you know first that you're being called for a reading. It won't be a big surprise. It'll all be planned. Everybody knows what's going on at all times. All right, so we're calling Suzanne. And this should be...
Suzanne?
Yep, we're calling Suzanne. And she should be here any moment now. And
any day now.
Any day now.
Hello.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Let me turn it off.
Oh,
or turn it down.
Yeah. Welcome to my
I'll just
show.
go in the
Now
other
turn
room.
off
Let
my
me keep on
show.
going.
No problem.
Pardon?
I said, welcome to my show. Now turn off my show.
Oh, okay.
Welcome.
I didn't know. I thought from the beginning, but you didn't give a date. I was watching it, and so I wasn't sure it was today's show.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you were doing it, but
you know what? That means I have to go back and do a date. Thank you for reminding me of that. I appreciate that.
yeah. Welcome. It's Tuesday, the whatever.
Oh no.
So-
Okay. Yeah, it says.
Yeah, I just kept listening and hoping and that I was listening to today's show.
Oh, beautiful.
So.
Okay, yeah, it says Tuesday, July 23rd now, so everything does have a date. So anybody who's looking,
Oh, good.
it'll show that it's today's date. Say hi to Chin
Perfect.
and how may we help you?
Well, I'm very busy at the moment. I am at the end of updating my new website,
Beautiful.
And I'm working on a webinar, which I've never done before, and putting together something that's different. And while the universe is keeping me very busy with things, I've got a piece of property that is vacant and is causing me great distress.
Mm.
And I know everything's going to work out. I know things will be just fine. But not knowing when is really creating a lot of dis-ease for me.
Uh-huh.
And it's I do find I go along and then all of a sudden I sort of get punched in the stomach.
Yeah.
And then I get back up on my feet and I'm doing, the things that I need to do. And I'm very excited about what I do. I do feng shui interior design, and I do healing of the environment, and I do energy healings and all sorts of things. And I am so thrilled and so blessed to be doing what I love. And I hate being or allowing myself to be held down by this piece of property. And
well, I think that and then I'll throw it over to Chinhee and I'll let her tell you what she thinks, and she's brilliant. I really think that part of it, sweetheart, is sometimes the universe sends us lessons where they actually put us outside of our comfort zone so that we can learn to deal with something. And you have a very hard time with things that are unsaid or undone or unfinished or are not are on your worry list, because the things on your worry list tend to click over and bother you all the time. And it's sometimes the universe will throw you stuff like that just to get you used to, like, oh, hey, worry list person, get just, this is a chance for you to show how you can ride through this in a beautiful way. And that's kind of what's going on with this. This is very much something where universe is showing you how you can be productive and you can do well despite what's going on in your life. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And you are being productive despite how much it gnaws at you from the back of your life that you don't yet have this place rented at this time. But you know what? It's going to be okay because it's going to rent. And meanwhile, it's going to be so good for you that you toughed it through this time and that you learned that you were strong enough to be able to be productive in the face of things that are worrying you. And that's such an important life lesson for you. And right now, for that to happen in the middle of the Saturn return is no surprise, because Saturn is life lessons. And this is definitely a lesson that you're learning right now. I thought
I got this lesson in 1996.
Yeah.
I thought I got it and learned it. And it's not, it's almost the same thing. Not quite.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a huge financial concern. So
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But it's going to happen. It's not, by the fall, I feel like by the fall, it's going to be all taken care of. Chinhee, how are you feeling about it?
Hey, Suzanne, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. I could be better, but I'm really good. Yes.
So I just want to say I love your energy when I was picking up on you right now. I do feel your stress, but I do feel like it's going to be subsiding very soon. And I'm getting an older male. Did your father pass?
Oh, in 1966.
Okay, so he's coming through right now, and he's showing me, I'm connecting with him, and he's showing me she's going to be fine. She just needs to go through this. And for some reason, that wasn't supposed to be rented, like Sheena says.
Yeah.
Wait, say that in another way. It wasn't.
Pardon?
I didn't get what you just said.
It wasn't supposed to be rented until now. It was supposed to be, like I said, it was supposed to be vacant because you're learning the lesson that you can deal and be happy and be productive in the face of something that's gnawing at you.
Got it. I got it.
Your father's telling me, like, I feel like I have to make up some stuff to Suzanne. Like, he is saying, like, he wanted to...
Oh, my God.
He wanted you to refrain from dealing with that because he wanted you to focus and find some other things out about, and do some other things that were going to make you a lot better. Do you know what I mean? Or get you to the next level. So he's telling me, like, I really feel like, it looks bad. It looks she's gone through hell, but right now it's going to smooth out. And he's telling me like around September, October.
Oh, I don't want to wait that long.
Yeah, I was seeing September. I was seeing
choice.
Same thing. Fall. I was saying, what is fall? The 21st of September. I was seeing right in there, right
Okay.
sometime in September.
Okay.
You
It's funny and interesting at the same time. I went to Bryanhurst many years ago because my father had left property in the desert. And I went to Bryan to find out what my father wanted done with it. I had no idea. And my father would not come through. So for you to say that my father is there is very special.
Yeah, he's very potently around you.
Yes.
He's the first person that came through when you called.
Yeah, he almost feels like he's like your property manager in spirit. Like he's very invested in properties and real estate and all of that. Was that something that he was very interested in when he was younger? When he was alive?
No, he was one of the original developers of Palm Springs.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he doesn't want you to
so
worry, sweetheart. He just wants you to be mellow.
Well, I've been pretty good at it. I will just know that I have to be good at it a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting. It's not affecting my work. I'm able to move on, which I'm very, very pleased about.
It's good.
And it's I was living on Steve Noble's meditations and Edward Casey's whatever the rescue remedy. So I've gone past that.
Right.
So,
right. You're going to be okay, my friend.
Else? Yeah. Is there anything else I should know from my father?
Honey, you're doing wonderfully. He's so proud of you. He just wants you to learn to he says, just be patient. Just be patient because it's coming. And he's so proud of you that you haven't melted down during this, that you've really handled it well.
Yes, and I'm tired of having to handle things well.
I know.
I thought I got through that.
I know.
So, but
and he knows that
different.
too. I know, honey. I know, and he knows. So, and so don't sweat it, my friend. Don't sweat it. You're so close, sweetheart. We appreciate the call, and we love you, and we thank you. And you take care of you because you're so close to really being happy in all areas of your life, and you just have to stay chill, sweetheart. Sometimes it's just being chill. Is the name of the game. All right, we're going to get Leanne on the phone, and then you can talk to Chinhee and me if you text me 818-437-0886. It's so great to have you, Chin. I love when you do this with me. You know, the first one I ever did, it was because of you that I got the idea to do it, because you and Sunhee just called up and were on my show, and you decided to do the Facebook Live, and we had just gotten this new Skype program and didn't know what to do with it. So I had to have people text me. And then I realized this was a fantastic way to take callers. And then I created the whole Lightworkers Unite. So you and Chin were my initial Lightworkers. So, hi, Leanne. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Great to hear your voice. Say hi to Chinhee, and how may we help you?
Hi, Leanne.
Hi, Chinhee.
How are you?
Good. Okay, so I will make it quick because I know there's a lot of people waiting.
But
my issue is very similar to the last call.
Okay.
That we also have property, and it's been creating a little bit of a hassle in my life, and I've been stressing about it, and it seems like I'm always stressing about money, and now I feel like it's getting worse, not better. And so I was just hoping maybe either of you could shed a little light so I can stop worrying, because I feel like I can't connect with my guides. I can't sit down and quiet my head enough to meditate. It's taking too much space in my head.
I agree that it's taking too much space in your head. Absolutely. And remember, your guides, sweetie, are always trying to contact you. You just are blocking being able to contact them because you shut that part of your brain off with the stress.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Chinhee, why don't you take this one first, darling?
Leanne?
Yeah.
Are you connected to a male that's like brownish hair currently?
You mean in living or as a spirit?
In living.
Brown hair. Well, maybe. I can't think off of hand who is in my life because my husband has no hair. And so I'm thinking,
brown hair?
I don't know.
Would he have had brown hair if his hair?
Well,
if he
no, he was kind of like a blonde young man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's him. I believe it's someone that you're connected to. Could be through business or work.
Okay.
So, but I just want to point out, for some reason, I had to get that off me, but for some reason, there is a male that, so you're very empathic, right?
Mm.
Everybody keeps saying that, and yes, I'm slow to the party, so to speak. Like everybody says that, and I feel it, and I get it, and I understand why you guys are picking up on that. But yes, and it's affecting me, I think, a lot.
Well, I just want to try to like direct you so you won't be so affected by it, because once you realize the culprit and like who you're picking up on, there is someone, I believe it has to do with your husband, but there's also someone connected to your husband that with the brownish hair that I'm picking up on.
Okay.
So you're picking up on your empathy is, you're being empathic, and I believe a lot of it is your husband too. But there's something that your husband is going through.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Did you not know that, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Did you not know?
Like what?
That your husband was going through something? Did you not know that, Leanne?
Well, I mean, we talk about stuff, and I know I can feel his stress, but to me, it's always been something that's always been with him, not necessarily a new issue. Like he makes it his job to make sure everybody's in the family is well taken care of,
right?
And he does all the jobs and stuff like that. So to me, that's always like his burden, so to speak.
Right. He doesn't take nearly good care enough of himself.
Yeah, and I feel like he's at a point where, because he doesn't want to burden you, because he knows you're stressed too. So it's all going on to you because it's projecting over to you.
Interesting.
I agree. You're feeling a lot of it.
He's getting to a breaking point, which means to me, I was seeing like starting like any like few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, your stress is going to really alleviate.
Oh, that will be really awesome. Yeah. Okay. Maybe with the property, that would kind of help take something off of our shoulders. Because or are you talking about more him, that whatever's going on that he's not sharing with me will get better?
Everything is connected. You understand?
Yeah.
Like he's going to have his little meltdown, which is going to create a different energy field for you guys, which is going to bring in your property to like start renting out. It's like something needs to be cleared out before this property gets rented out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Well, and also remember, let's talk about you for a second, sweetheart. You are such a worrier. Okay. Like you always worry that everything isn't going to work out.
Yes.
And then you turn and you have turmoil and you toil over it and you give yourself such a hard time worrying that everything isn't going to work out. And when oftentimes then it totally works out, you didn't even need to worry, but still the next time it comes up, you worry again. So this is for you a universal lesson in don't worry, be happy. The universe is saying the universe is saying this to me. There's always going to be something for you to worry about. So the trick is to learn to sort of move through it, put it aside and live your life in spite of it. Because you worry to the point where it begins to physically affect you.
Yes.
Like you make yourself kind of sick from worry.
Yeah.
And universe doesn't want that, sweetie. Universe wants you to be so happy. They just want you to be happy all the time. They want us to be like happy, happy, joy, joy all the time and just, dance around and be a happy person. And they don't want you to be so sad all the time.
Okay.
Does that make
good.
sense?
I'll try.
So it's
Leanne, can you please make a point to talk to him? And there's like I said, I want to get confirmation about the brown-haired male that he's connected to.
It could be his brother, because his brother does have brown hair.
Okay.
Is
I feel like once you have that chat with him, you guys are going to feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is his brother going through
so
something right now?
What's that?
Is his brother going through something difficult right now?
Well, they're not too close. So, he has a weird family. Like, they all, help each other when someone needs help, but they don't stay in touch with each other. So they don't really know what's going on in each other's lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's going to know soon.
Yeah. This is a thing. The brother there's a thing going on with the brother.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yes. And they have been chit-chatting a little bit here and there. So maybe that's going to happen a little bit more often, because they're both taking care of their mom.
Yeah.
Kind of individually, but together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Have they had arguments and problems in the past?
Not that I know of, because his brother's pretty easygoing in terms of he doesn't burden anybody with his negativity if he has any. He's always very positive and upbeat. So I've never really seen them fight. And he looks up to my husband because he's the older brother.
Right.
So I haven't really,
not so much a fight.
I have not seen anything.
Not really a fight. It's just a disagreement about something.
Maybe when it comes to their mom, maybe there's going to be something happening because there's a lot going on with their mom that they have to work together on. So there could be something that comes up with her, or maybe something tied to her.
Yeah, I think it's something that may be tied to her too. I thought about that earlier, but I didn't want to say anything because I don't like to be, the cryptic one.
It could be money related, because they're even worse off than we are. I mean, we're stable, but I just worry about, finances.
Yeah.
But they're always hard up for cash, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I could see something about her getting older and passing away, and the will and money and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard because there's a lot of extra stress from her, from her condition, not not actually her, but her health condition.
Yes.
And it's putting a strain on the two of them, and it's putting more strain on your husband because he's always the one that has to take care of everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
So now he feels like, great, now I'm taking care of my brother, and I'm also taking care of my mother because my brother can't handle anything. And now I'm in charge of him. I'm in charge of her, because the brother's helping, but your husband's calling the shots.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very vocal and has no qualms about being vocal.
Well, and also the brother is in a way sort of can I say out loud in the air? He's sort of a man-child.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not that he's not lovely, but he's also not really capable of handling a lot of things on his own. Big job.
That could very well be. Yeah.
And I think your husband is growing increasingly more frustrated with that.
Okay. So a lot of this is tied to whatever is going to be happening. And then my empathic side is picking up on all this.
Your empathic side is picking up on everything, sweetheart. And you will learn in time to tone your empathy down and filter it so that it's not always on high alert all the time, like that meerkat that stands outside of the hole and protects the tribe. It doesn't always have to be like that, sweetheart. And you will absolutely learn that. You just have to figure out how to filter it, and then you will know, So
Leanne, you get overwhelmed with empathy, right? Like you don't realize, like when you feel all these feelings, you don't realize where it's coming from, right?
Yes.
Like you're just not fully aware of it. So once you become aware and you realize, oh, I'm feeling my husband, he's been feeling like a hot mess or something, or once you get that down pat, you're going to be fine with your empathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do feel like your sleeping has been affected as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And your energy level, big time. Your energy level.
You really have to get some sleep, and balance a little bit more, like the eating, the sleeping. I mean, you have to really focus on you right now, too.
Yeah, good nutrition, lots of water.
Okay.
Give yourself an extra break because you need an extra break right now, sweetheart. And remember that, okay? And empaths everywhere. Right now, my heart is with you. I always, I teach an empath class I taught in Dallas. And actually, my webinar is an empath class. If anybody wants to take it, go to IamRaisingMyVibration.com and the info is there. The class is called Why Do I Feel Everything? And, there were so many people in that class, and so many people don't know what being an empath is. They think they're an empath. They don't know what it is. They've heard it or somebody's told them. And they don't understand why they're feeling so much all the time. So I always say at the beginning of an empath class, congratulations, you're an empath, and my condolences, you're an empath. And I think we all kind of feel that way, right?
Yeah, definitely. More like condolences.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty good about it. But yeah, she's right. Also condolences. So my condolences and my congratulations. So I'm just putting the link around everywhere. We've got some people that want to get on. If you want to get a reading, send me a text, 818-437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. So we are going to get Debbie on now. So
did you hang up with her already?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you hang up with her already?
Yeah, I did. Uh-huh. Did you?
Well, you're slick.
I'm good, right? The way I work? Yeah, I do it all seamlessly so you don't know that it's happening. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's great. But I'm psychic. I can feel.
That's how you know. Only Chinhee knows because she can feel it. Yeah, I hate the whole the clicking and the sounds and the okay goodbye, all right, we'll talk to you later, okay great. I mean, you know what I mean? All of that is that's just extra stuff that needs to be trimmed off of a call. So
yeah,
so we're getting Debbie on in just seconds. Angela, we're still trying to get a hold of you, and I have Audrey coming up. I've got Heidi coming up. I've got Cindy coming up. More coming up after that comes up.
Holy macaroni.
Yeah, right? We're in good shape. We got some good people. Doesn't mean everybody's going to be there when we call, but right now let's hope Debbie is. Debbie, are you with us?
I am.
Hi, welcome. How are you? Say hi to Chinhee and welcome to the show, my friend.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
I'm good.
What's on your mind, my friend, and how may we help you?
Well, I mean, life is on my mind, and I don't really have a specific question. I'm a little nervous. I'm super excited to be on.
Oh my God, don't be nervous. It's just like you're hanging out with two old friends.
And yeah, and so that's really it. Just, I'm a mother. I work full time. I have a bunch of teenagers. I'm just kind of looking for more of a direction. I feel just stagnant right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of wondering why.
Yeah, I was just going to
say.
I'm sorry.
And what's something has got to be growing, and how does it look, kind of?
Yeah, I was just going to say that you've grown a little bored in your own life. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
And I think it's because you're ready to start a transition and you just haven't started it yet. Does that make sense? There's a big transition, a big upswing coming for you, a big period of enlightenment. So I sort of think of it like this. I don't know if you're actually watching or not on video, but I'm going to do my video for everybody. So, it's in sections. We cruise along, right? And then we sort of get stuck, and then we have a big ascension, and then we cruise along for a while. Then another ascension comes. And by ascension, I mean a period of enlightenment, of evolvement, of opening up, of getting more connected to us and realizing what we really want from our lives. And you are sort of butting up against the door, trying to get into the ascension elevator to go up again. And that can be kind of a frustrating time, sweetheart.
Okay.
Because you're, oh goodness. Look at my throat go. All right, we're going to talk about that in a minute. because you're feeling like, is this door ever going to open? Am I ever going to have the ascension? And it's like you've outgrown your old life in some ways, but you don't have new life to step into. It's like when you outgrow your pants, but you don't have new pants. So you have to wear the pants that don't really fit around. And that's kind of where you're at right now.
Yeah.
And also, let's talk about my voice. What is going on with you feeling like you don't have a voice anywhere?
Like I said, I have a lot of teenagers. My voice, I feel it, it's just, it's not heard.
Yeah.
So many ears, but nobody's hearing me.
Yes. That's why when we started talking, my throat chakra closed right up. Chinhy?
I was just going to say, like, you have all these kids around. I mean, I feel like your issue is empathy too. I also feel like you're picking up on one of your teenagers' depression. So that has kind of taken over you. And I believe it's a male.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, so there's a male I'm picking up on.
Okay.
So it could be more than one person.
Yeah.
I feel like you're soaking up their depression. It's not yours. And that's I hate to be the empathy buzz killer, but empathy is a buzz killer.
Empathy buzz killer.
Your empathy has been out of control, especially because you have so many people to pick up on. So, but it's time to hone in and target in on those two. I believe there's two of them that I can feel potently that are going through depression and that need a little more attention. But I also feel like once you address that, you're kind of supposed to be going into like a selfish type of mode where it's supposed to be, it's kind of like all about you time in a sense. And you need help. So you're supposed to, like Sheena says, use your voice. So I feel like your transition is coming very soon. Not to mention it's Mercury retrograde, so it's 10 times more polar.
Well, and by depression, it can be with teenagers. That can also be like just the frustration and the confusion that comes in times of transition. Because teenagers are constantly transitioning. And with that sometimes comes a little funkiness, a little sadness along the way as you're transitioning. So I wouldn't...
Yeah, but there's some that are, this one that I'm picking up on, I think is a little more chemical. You just need something to help it, and then her empathy will be a lot less. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Did you not know that one of your kids has a tendency towards some depression?
No, I did. We're just trying to work on it.
Right.
And she, it's my daughter, and she clams up as well. So it's a little difficult trying to root the underlining.
I think that you could explain to your daughter that she's highly empathic as well, and she's picking up on a male. She's very connected to a male. So I think if you, pardon? Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
She is.
I think if you talk to her and try to explain to her, I think she'll really get it, because she's an old soul. She's very sensitive, and I really feel that she would get it if she understood that she was feeling someone too and taking on their feelings. So like mother, like daughter, I mean, you guys are very empathic.
And you know what? She does not value herself enough. Are you always trying to tell her that she's amazing and she's enough? And
yes.
Yeah. She does not, that kid does not give herself enough credit for how magic she is. And she also,
I wish I could have a chat with her, because I feel like it would probably take a load off of her.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. She needs someone to talk to. She also feels like she doesn't really fit in. And I think she hasn't quite realized that all the ways she doesn't fit in are good ways.
Right. completely.
But she's amazing. She's an amazing, amazing kid, and is going to breeze through this and have a wonderful life. It's just a hard time,
Yeah.
you know. And she has her mama's worry, and frustration,
Oh, yeah.
and she gets bored, and all those things that you have, the restlessness. She has all of that, and I think you feel like you can't be much help to her right now because you feel restless too. But you don't have to feel guilty for feeling restless, sweetheart. It's totally okay. I mean, everybody goes through stuff at the same. Sometimes souls that are really connected go through things at the same time. Sometimes it just works out that way. So, it's completely okay for her to be going through it and for you to be going through it, and you don't have to worry that like you're not a great role model or something because you're going through stuff. You just have to, as my mama used to say to me all the time, sweetheart, you just have to give yourself a break. And I think that's something that you're not super great at. So take that as our parting wisdom, and we love you. We want to hear how you're doing. You've got my info. Please stay in touch and let us know how you are. And we're thinking about you, and we're sending you love. And so you take care of you. That's so important. Okay, so we're going to get Heidi on now. Heidi, if you're there, we're coming for you.
I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her. I don't know if I like this slickness.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Well, when you start to hear me say, hey, that's when you say goodbye. When I start to say, hey, we're thinking about you, then you say goodbye. Okay. Now you know.
I'll just say it telepathically.
Right, exactly. That's when the time comes to say goodbye.
Well, I don't say goodbye because I know it's not goodbye.
Nope.
I'm probably gonna be hearing from them again.
Exactly. It's just I'll see you next time. Yep.
It's see you later.
Right, exactly. It's see you later. So Heidi, we're getting you on now.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? Thank you for picking me. This is awesome.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Absolutely. Welcome to the
Hi,
show.
Jenny.
How are you?
I'm okay.
How can we help you?
It?
Yeah, is that all you got for us?
Yeah, I got some stress. I'm trying to make a transition at work. I'm leaving a toxic boss to go work with the head guy, and it's really hard to pull away. He just seems to be still holding me back. And I have a lot going on. I've got like a horse, and she's in foal, and a lot of really positive things are happening. But I just can't seem to shake this, and I can't just quit because I obviously need to make a living. So I just wondered if you guys could help me a little to sort of try to sort through this.
Sure, Chin, I'm going to let you start this one.
Oh, wait, can you start it? Because I just was writing a comment back, but I definitely have some stuff to say to you.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a work thing.
Tell us. And it's like relationships, right? And it's trying to get somebody to just stop trying to hold on to me. And
yeah.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Explain it one more time for Chin.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. So no, where I work in a real estate brokerage, and I've been working with an agent for about 3 years, and I've made him a lot of money, but he's become quite toxic, and I'm not sure if it's fueled by substance or just if he's a narcissist.
I was just going to say,
but
he's a total narcissist, and he's been feeding off your energy for a really long time. I'm sorry I butted in, but I had to.
Yeah, no, thank you. And it's exhausting, and I'm trying to cut him off. And he almost made a really bad hire last night. It would have been really awful, and I could see it, and I, sort of addressed it and fixed it for him, and I wish I hadn't, but it would have been a really bad thing for the brokerage. Like, I can see enough to know that. And he was very grateful, but then he said, oh, well, I'm now told that I get to, until I find someone that, you can kind of work with me too. And I was really pissed off because, anyhow.
Because you're trapped with him. He's a total, I know I said I was going to give this to you, Chin, but I need a minute, Chin. He's a total narcissist, and you're like an unlimited supply of hamburgers. Like, he has just been guzzling your energy this whole time, and you've been making him a ton of money. So, of course, he doesn't want you to go because you're his golden goose. He needs you to feed off of to be productive. So, yeah, he's going to do everything he can to keep you right there with him. And he's creepy.
Well, Well, the thing was, he had said we need to part ways a little earlier in the year because I wouldn't put up with his crap anymore. And I said, perfect. And I'd already been negotiating with the owner. And so, he's been looking for people, and he's having a hard time finding anybody who wants to work with him. And I know that the owner, he's just away for 2 weeks. I think he'll have my back because he's asked me, okay, what's going on? When are you coming on board with me? And I just said, I'm trying to transition so it doesn't make a rough boat for anybody. But I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to have to leave.
Yeah, he's a real clinger. He's got real clingy energy because he just wants you where he can continue to gobble up all of your energy. And I'm going to say it again, it's creepy. Am I right, Chin? It's a little creepy.
It is. I mean, definitely. But I feel like Heidi has to kind of play the game, not get so angry.
Yep.
I mean, go ahead, express your anger. I'm all for that. But I mean, also be ahead of his game. So don't let him see your anger.
Yes. You catch more flies with honey. Keep a smile on your face and back away slowly.
Now, can you see when it'll end? Like this transition will be over and I'll be rid of him?
I'm getting soon, very soon, 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. And is the owner genuine or is he?
Yes, I definitely feel like he's genuine.
Yeah.
Your transition is going to be very smooth with it, over to him. I feel like once your guy sees that you're not putting up with him anymore and he's lost you pretty much, he's going to just go on to another victim.
Okay, cool, man.
He'll hang on as long as I can, but as long as he can, but like a sucker fish, he'll have to find another host. So he's already looking for another host because he knows there's a chance you might leave.
Is there a shielding I could do or a meditation to kind of cut cords or do something?
Oh yeah, lots of stuff. I think the best with this guy, with narcissists, I like the mirror ball. So you surround yourself vision yourself surrounded with white light and then stepping into a giant disco ball. Maybe I just like it, Chinny, because it's a giant disco ball. And then so you're basically protecting yourself with mirrors. So everything he throws at you bounces off the mirror and flies back at him. And even the most malignant narcissist, after they've been hit in the face with their own bad juju a couple times, they'll usually back off. It's like a stun collar for a dog. They get stunned by their own bad energy, and eventually they'll knock it off. I think it works great.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, right? Just he's going to throw it at you and then boop, right back at him. And woo, how did that happen? And they'll try it a couple times because narcissists oftentimes aren't too bright. And they're like coyote smart, but they're not genuinely smart. And it takes them a while to figure it out. But after they figure out, oh, wow, when I sent stuff out to her, I get hit in the face. They'll usually stop it because the thing they protect above all things is them.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you, ladies. I feel better. And it's funny. I was saying to one of my friends, so crazy. I was saying, I need to, talk to a psychic tonight. I didn't know you guys were going live. I said, because I'm so distraught, trying to shake this thing.
Yeah.
Heidi, do you have OCD?
Do I have OCD? Probably.
Because it's been do you notice that your OCD has come out 10 times more lately?
Yeah.
Okay, so try to tone that down, and you won't be. It's almost because you're picking up on him, the narcissist a-hole. Try to tone just be aware of your OCD right now and tone it down, because what if you let your OCD come out so much, it's almost like you've totally transformed into him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the more that you focus on yourself, it's going to help your OCD subside, and then you're not going to have him so enveloped in you. The empathy terms. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, it's awful, and I could feel him, and I hate it. Right, I'm trying to pull him out. That's what it feels like. I'm trying to pull him out. I had to leave early today. I couldn't handle it. I have a client, I'm designing 3 houses, and I just said, let's go look at some tile. Like, I had to get away from it.
You're picking up on his anger because he's such an egomaniac and things aren't going very well in the way he's planned. So you're picking up on his anger, his ego.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying your ego at all, but I'm just saying you're feeling it all, and then his OCD, and then it's like you've become him. I'm not saying you're him at all. I'm just saying, like, you're allowing all his energy to, like, soak you up. And I'm trying to make you aware of it so you could get rid of him and cleanse from him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's bad. Like, I put on a lot of weight shielding myself.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And it needs to end, like,
You're right.
It will. Know that. It's going to.
You're right.
Just it's coming soon, so don't worry.
Yep.
Hang in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you see him leaving the brokerage, or do you see him staying?
I don't see him leaving. I see you leaving.
Definitely see him leaving.
Do you see me leaving?
Yes, I see. Well, I know I see you getting away from him so that you're not directly in contact with him.
Yeah. Man, I just want to go in the country and play with my horse. Maybe I'll do that again for a life.
Oh, well, that's a great life. Is that an option?
I'd have to manifest that and start working on it. I'd say that would be 2 years away.
Okay. Well, maybe that should be the goal, to start working on that.
A year and a half. Less than a year
Pardon?
and a half.
Less than a year and a half?
Yeah, I felt less than a year and a half.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, ladies.
Go
I know
play
you
with
have
that
other
horse.
people to read, and I don't want to hog time.
We want to let Chinhee say goodbye. Everybody say goodbye. So goodbye. The problem is when I pull down to let somebody go, I have to pull Chinhee down too, because that's the only way I can let the other call go from the call. And so otherwise there's a noise when I let Heidi go. It's going to be like bloop, 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 bloop. And nobody wants to hear that. Although I just sang it right now. So you might as well. All right, we're going to try to get Angela back now. Let's see if we can get us some Angela. That would be wonderful. So Angela had a problem because she was actually watching us on Facebook Live. And apparently there's a problem when you're watching and you're also trying to get a phone call on her phone. So
I need to just grab a water. I'll be right back.
you do that.
Give me
I'll take care of Angela.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Sheena?
Wonderful. Welcome to the show. How you feeling? How you doing? Chinhee went to get a water. She'll be back in a second.
Okay.
So how are you? What's on your mind, my friend?
I was wondering, how it works as far as children, like kids that aren't here, because I don't know, I get frustrated. Like I don't know how that works. If you come here and you're supposed to have a certain amount of kids, or if they can change, like different things can change in the course of your life, and then that's not supposed to happen anymore.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like certain amount of kids you're supposed to have in your life path when you come here.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. So what's your question? You want to know if you're going to have more kids, or if you're going to have the kids that you thought you were supposed to have when you came here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you not have any kids now?
No, I have a daughter, but I was always told 2 or 3. And so now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, well, maybe that was misinterpreted, or I misunderstood. I'm not really sure how that works. So I'm just trying to get some clarity on that.
I think that you're going to have one more, but not for a little while. You were told you were going to have 3?
Yes.
I feel like the other one is going to come through some kind of adoption process, sweetheart. Does that make sense? Yeah, maybe not official adoption, but something that's not like the third one may not biologically be yours.
Okay.
Through sort of a beautiful, interesting, circumstantial kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
is that okay with you?
Yes, that's okay with me. I was just trying to see. My current partner, I don't, I don't know what he would think of that, but yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be in a very interesting way.
Okay.
What does your partner say now? Your current partner about having more kids?
Well, he feels like we're good. Like we don't necessarily have to have any more kids because
Okay. Okay.
but that's because he has two grown kids already, and I wanted her to have somebody in her generation and in her in her same household. And I don't know if that may sound selfish or not, but I feel like it's better because your parents are going to be with you always, but to have her to have somebody she can share stories with and
No,
relate to.
I
You know?
agree. I think that's very true. And I think the one that winds up coming to you through the adoption-y thing, adoption-esque, is actually going to
Mhm.
be her age ish, more close to her
Oh,
age than the next biological one.
okay.
And the next biological one is going to sort of be not 100% on purpose. Kind of a little bit of a happy
Oh,
accident,
oh, okay.
okay,
Okay.
if that's okay with you. Well,
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I love kids. I was beginning to think that maybe it's like I'm reading too much into it, or it's something has gotten misconstrued because like I know I've heard about her before she got here, and that was like I wasn't even asking about her at the time. That just ended up coming up, and then she popped up
right.
like shortly some months later. So and then I've always like when I directly asked about that, it's always two to three kids, like it's like very. And
Right.
then I just get to thinking like maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe it's just her. So
Well, I think
I'm
two
just
is
trying
going to
to keep
happen, and
it.
the other one is going to happen just in a different way.
Okay, well I've thought about that sometimes. I have thought about adoption and everything. So
See, there you go. And it's going to be,
I like
it's
her
going.
accent.
I'm sorry, Chinny. Did you say something?
I said I like her accent.
I do too. Yeah.
you don't remember me, Chingy?
Wait, who's this?
Angela.
Oh, hi, Angela. How are you?
All right, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Well, I'm sorry I missed your whole call because I was getting a drink.
Yeah.
And it's not
Oh.
beer, people. Someone asked me if I was drinking a beer. Could you imagine if I was like a drunk psychic?
Oh,
Man!
there are a lot of drunk psychics out there. There are. There's a lot of substance abusing psychics. I don't blame them. I don't blame them because
I'm trying to get
it's hard
them
work.
running.
I mean, it's sometimes you want to sometimes I wish I drank, but I don't. But yeah, there are a lot of and I think there's a lot of psychics on opiates too. I'm pretty sure. Too.
Yeah, could you imagine us drunk? We'd be like, "Yeah, what's going on? Oh, just
Oh my
tell them
God.
to shut
Can you
up."
imagine if you
know,
called
like,
if you
tell
called
them to get a
Chinny
life.
if you called Chinny for a reading and she was on pills? Can you imagine how many F bombs she would drop during your reading? You could
a lot.
you could count them.
Oh my God, I
Go, oh, it
too.
was a great reading, but that girl said fuck like 400 times.
Well, I always wanted to be like a Gordon Ramsay psychic.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have to refrain from swearing.
I
because
I thought you were a Gordon Ramsay psychic. Did I miss something? Wait a minute. Is this Chinhee Park? Is this the right person on with me?
I am a Gordon Ramsay psychic. I know.
I'm more.
I hold back because I'm on radio and
Yeah.
I have to like control a little bit
Yeah.
in case some kids are listening.
In case who's
Yeah.
listening? Who might be
What's
listening?
that?
In case who's listening?
Politically correct. The politically correct crowd.
Right. Oh, yeah. I live in LA. We don't do politically correct here. Angela, you're lovely. Thank you for the call. Say goodbye, Chinhee. And we love you and we appreciate it. Let us know how it's going and when the next one comes. It's going to be so interesting to see how that third child comes, because it's going to be just this really sort of groovy way. It's going to be a really, really interesting. I have some guesses, but I don't want to say them on the air because I don't like to guess on the air because that's just it's not even that. I will guess on the air. I just don't think it's appropriate sometimes to say things that might not be your business on the air. So, That's why I didn't say that. Okay, so we're going to get Cindy on with us now. Chinhy is back. Cindy is coming. And we just keep moving through these and helping people. Isn't this fun? It's like being in super service. I love it, Chin.
Sheena, you notice how like you want to say something so bad, but you feel like a spirit is like got duct tape on your mouth and like telling you to shut up?
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Yeah, and that spirit is usually my mother. She's like, don't say those. No, that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate for on the air. Give her a break. We don't need to talk about that. So hang on. Not that it's anything
like
bad.
Hello.
Hi, Cindy. It's Chinny. It's totally something that I would talk about on the air, except that if it was my family, but other families, like things a little more buttoned up. So, okay.
I know.
Cindy, welcome to the show. Say hi to Chin, and how may we help you?
Hi, Jen. Jen's feed just went off on my computer.
Oh,
but I
nice.
guess it's a good thing, so it should be. Wait. Here we go. Okay. I just muted her. Hi. I really never had a reading before.
Oh, well, what?
Sorry
well,
about that. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. I've never had a reading before, and I just kind of want to know if I've got any positivity coming in my life soon.
Oh, God, yes.
We've had some bad years.
Yeah.
Last year was pretty good.
Yeah, you've had some positively challenged times, sweetheart. But you're a trooper, man. You tough through things, and you do a really good job of landing on your feet.
Yeah, that's true.
Universe is so proud of you because you've taken what could have been a really terrible time in your life, and you've made it not as terrible as it could be because you're just a trooper. And I admire you. I think that's wonderful. And universe is smiling on you hugely.
Cool.
Chin?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Was there a specific question?
Yeah.
No specific question, Jen.
She wants to know
how have you been? This is Haley's mom.
Oh, I was gonna say, you have like a little girl voice, but you're like, I thought you were a little girl, and I do feel like you look young. And then all of a sudden, then you tell me you're Haley's mom. Figures.
I get told I sound like a mouse on the phone.
Oh, no, you sound sweet. You sound like a sweet person that has a lot of gentle sweetness in you. And I love that story because I love people who feel like that. Chin, she was just saying that she's been through some really rough times and that she just want to know if there's some happiness ahead because she needs that. And I said, of course, that there was, and that universe was very happy at how she's handled tough things in the past and really tough through things and still remain gentle. My mom used to have this expression. She used to say, Cindy, that everything in her life that happened, and a ton of bad stuff happened to my mom in her life, challenging stuff, hard stuff. She would say everything that happened to her made her stronger, but it also made her softer. And I always thought that was so beautiful. And I aspire through tough times to, as I get tougher, to also get softer. And not everybody does. Some people just get hard. And I understand why that happens. But you have managed to stay soft in the midst of tough stuff. As you've hardened up on the outside, you've stayed soft on the inside. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And you should really be gentle and loving with yourself because not everybody can handle that. Not everybody can go through it like that. Chinhy?
No, I have to agree with that. I mean, it's been tough, but
Cindy, so while I was sitting here, I got a picture of your husband with a motorcycle. Did you happen to look at that recently?
Yeah, we've got pictures all over the place.
Oh, okay. So, he's definitely, he's around. You guys know that. He's very around, potently. Was there an anniversary that just happened?
It will be coming up. Our wedding anniversary is next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but there was also an anniversary of him too, right? Like a couple months ago.
Well, yeah, when we it was back in March, but we laid him to rest in June.
Right.
So, yeah,
that's like month after month after month, you have to be constantly triggered of that sadness. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention it's Mercury retrograde. Okay.
And Saturn return, which is all of your life lessons kind of coming back to kick your butt over and over and over again, which is hard.
And when is this Mercury thing going to end? Because it's definitely had an effect here, especially on animals in this house.
Yeah, definitely. You have till there's another one in August, but
they just keep coming. The hits just keep it coming.
I'm just showing you that like trying to get you to see that that's why it's so potent, and I feel like you guys are, I feel like it's just like a little waiting period. And do you find yourself like just sitting there waiting, kind of?
Always.
So
always.
That it's coming, Cindy. That point where you're going to be like, it's almost like 100 pounds taken off of you, and then you're just going to be like motivated to do some stuff. That's coming up. I'd say October. Okay. And I feel like someone. Well, I don't feel like you're out there looking. Okay.
No, I'm not. But go ahead.
You're not, but I do feel that someone is coming in. It's like I don't feel like your husband would ever be like, yeah, I want her to move on. But in a sense, he kind of does.
Oh, I think
do you know what I mean?
I think he most definitely does. In the most loving way.
But I don't know if I'm ready to move on.
I don't either. I don't either. It's not him. It's you, sweetheart. I think he's completely encouraging of you getting on with your life because, he's in a place where he's very happy and happy where he is, and it has a whole different understanding than he had when he was a living person.
But you don't even have to move on with someone in that way. It could be just doing things that make you happy and just maybe spending. Because I do feel like a friend is coming in that's you're gonna be spending some time with and just kind of like getting to another level, if that makes sense, from what you've been doing all these years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Just keep sitting there and waiting because that's it's almost like you feel frozen, don't you? Like you can't help it.
I feel stale. I just feel stale. I just feel like, I don't know. I can't describe.
I understand.
You're not.
You're numb. You're numb, sweetheart. It's okay.
Okay.
Grief makes you numb.
It's also like a vortex. It's a protective vortex, okay? But it's coming off soon. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's just going to take time, sweetie. It's okay to be numb. The numbness is a good thing because it's like why they numb you when you have a surgery or when you go to the dentist. The numbness protects you. And then in time it wears off and then you can deal more with the feelings. So it's perfectly okay, sweetheart, to be right where you're at.
Okay.
And to feel like you're getting through every day and not even realizing you're numb and then think, well, wait a minute, am I numb? I mean, my mom's been gone a little over 3 years and she was my soulmate. And I feel like I'm fine. And every once in a while something will hit me and I'll think, oh, wow, I'm reacting to that weird. I think I'm still a little numb. And, it's okay. It wears off a little bit at a time. But, the first couple months after she passed, man, I mean, a truck could have decapitated me and I wouldn't even have noticed because I was so out of it. Mm-hmm. So it's,
right.
It takes time. And so with every little day, I realize I'm coming out of it more and more every month. But then there's a part of me, as there is a part of you when you lose somebody that's that close to you, sweetie, you're never going to be the same. You're going to be awesome and just as good, but never the same. Because when you're really close to someone and they pass, you're always different for their passing. And I think oftentimes folks are trying to recreate what happened before the person passed. They want to be that same person. But you're never going to be that same person because you're always going to be different for that person having passed. So give yourself the break and the room and some self-love and realize it's perfectly okay that you it's perfectly okay that it's taking its time and that you feel different, but that you're going to get to the place where you're going to say, you know what, I'm better than I've ever been. I'm just different, and different is good. So we appreciate you calling and we love you, Cindy. You take care. Say goodbye, Chinny.
Thank you for taking. Bye, Chinny.
Love you, Cindy.
Bye, sweetheart. Take care. Cindy, we're with you. We're sending you love. And everybody who's in my chat today, in the chat room with Chinhee and me at LA Talk Radio and all over my Facebook, and everybody who's in Chinhee's chat. Chinhee's chat. That sounds like a web series, Chin. Please throw some love at Cindy, because she's really toughing up through a hard time, and we love her for doing that. So we appreciate the call, and we're thinking about you, sweetheart. So Audrey is next. We're going to get you up, Audrey, and we are moving through and having a blast. How you holding up, Chin? You okay? You got some water, so you have some sustenance now? You're okay?
Yeah, I got my sparkling water, blackberry and tangerine.
Nice.
So, are you on FB Live?
I'm on Facebook Live everywhere. Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Of course, you have Visa everywhere.
What? I know, right? Everywhere on however many pages I have, I'm on all of them right now on Facebook Live. So anywhere you go that we're connected, and if we're not connected, please get connected with me. And I'll give you my personal Facebook. It's Sheena LA Host, but it's spelled like Sheena La Host. So Facebook thinks it's a real last name. Please don't tell Facebook. Please don't tell Facebook man on me, please, please. Please do not call the Facebook man on me. Because Facebook won't let me have a page under Sheena Metal, because they say that's not a real person. That's a band. And, I don't know about you, Chin, but I could have been I could have swore Sheena Metal was a real person. But what do I know? I'm just Sheena Metal. So.
Is that why you put Sheena O Metal?
Yeah, they've never let me have a page under my own name. And I said, okay, because I'm a rebellious Irish Aries. So I said, oh, so I can't have a page under my own name? Okay, I'll have 5 under fake names.
You should be like a verified celebrity. What the hell?
I am on. No, that's the thing that's so funny. My professional page, facebook.com/Sheena Metal, please go like it, is verified. So they verified me as an actual person, but they won't let me have a private page.
That is, come on. Let me talk to someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you at them. Yeah. Yeah, I keep every time I start a new page, I try to start it as Sheena Metal, and they always go and they deny it. I'm like, I don't understand. Not only that, but they won't even let me use my main private email either. They've rejected that as well.
You're nice. You need to be a bitch. I'm sorry,
but who
you should be like, I'm a verified celebrity. Let me out. Let me have my name. That means take whatever else you want from me, but don't take my name.
But when you're being a bitch to Facebook, like, who are you really being a bitch to? Because does anybody really exist on the other end of Facebook? Have you ever tried to contact Facebook about anything?
Yeah.
It's like
a bunch of nerd techies are sitting there typing away and working. There's a bunch of workers there.
Yeah. Well,
I bet you $10, $20 that I'm going to get that page verified.
Right. I love it. I love the thought that you're going to do that for me, and I love it. Yeah, and I want a private page. The public page is already verified. I just want my own public page, private page. We're going to work on it, my friend. We're going to work on this. We're going to get Audrey on the phone right now. While we work on this, we're going to get Audrey on the phone. And this is the time of the show where I take out my ice packs. Here they are. They were stuck in my knees. It's the truth. I have ice packs in my knees. Audrey, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. It's wonderful to hear your voice. Say hi to Chinhee, and how may we help you?
Hi, Audrey.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Sorry?
You good?
How you doing, Chin?
I said, how are you doing?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
I said, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So my question is, will I ever talk or see my son again?
Oh.
Talk with.
Yeah.
I'm getting yes.
I'm getting yes too, but it's going to take a while, sweetheart.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
It's a really big deal.
It's what?
It's a really big deal.
What?
It's a really big deal to him what happened. It's a really big deal.
Right. Okay. I hear the same thing. I also hear I read for people also, but it's just hard for myself.
Oh God, I bet. Yeah.
So I just am not, I hear the faint yes also. It's going to take a long time. Tomorrow is his birthday, and every year, we think about him every day, but every year, with each birthday passing, it's kind of kind of scary.
I
So.
know, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Sorry
sorry.
about
And the thing is the thing is that in retrospect and in accumulation, it's not that big of a deal. But for whatever reason, it's a very big deal to him.
Exactly. It was so big that he dropped the whole family on both his dad's side, my side, his brother, his sister, all aunts, uncles, grandparents, everywhere. And he just said he didn't belong with the family. He said sometimes people are born into the wrong family, and I feel I was born into the wrong one.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's going to work
thank
itself
you.
out. Something very monumental is going to happen to him. And when it does, he's going to think, oh, my God, I don't know why I cut myself off from my family, but I got to fix that.
Right, I hope so.
Shouldn't he?
He has to do this in order to come back, and he has to do this. It's almost like there is a choice here. You can't do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it sucks.
as bad as it feels and it looks, I do see a positive result happening. It's going to make you, when he does reconnect, you guys are going to be tighter than ever.
I hope so. I mean, we're not getting any younger here. So he'll actually be 32 tomorrow. So
wow.
It's, yeah. So he's older, and it's he's been gone for 14 years. So that was the last time we saw him. Last time we spoke, it's been 2015.
You probably have a year, another year or two.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
I feel the same way. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. We're going to send you lots of prayers. We're going to send him lots of prayers. We appreciate the call. Thank you. Everybody in the chat room, please send lots of prayers to Audrey, because she could really use them right now. And that would be wonderful. I'm so sorry, my friend, that it's family is hard. There's no way around it. Family can be difficult, and he will be back. He just has to have this thing happen to him where he sort of rock bottoms out. And then when he does, he will realize that he needs his family, and he'll be back. But keep trying and keep your intention out there. Keep thinking it's what you want. And we hope the best for you, sweetheart. And we're thinking about you. So we're going to get Karen on with us now. And we've got lots of folks waiting. I'm telling you, trying to crank through these people, Sunhee.
Damn, it's like what do you call it? Like back to back, like a psychic marathon.
It is. It's like speed dating for psychic readings. Let me say really quick that anybody who wants to see past broadcasts of Lightworkers Unite.
Hello.
Hi, hang on one sec. Hi, Karen. Including the ones that Chinhee's done. You can go to welightworkersunite.com and see all of them on my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/Sheena Metal, because apparently, Chinhee, YouTube understands that I'm a real person and I'm allowed to have a page. Karen, welcome. How are you, my friend?
I'm well. How are you guys?
We're wonderful. It's good to have you here. Say hi to Chin, and how may we help you?
I'm sorry,
Hi,
what's your name?
It's Bushma.
Oh, hey, Karen. I'm just tying my Nike psychic shoes on because I'm in a marathon.
Nice. Yeah, you're doing well. You're doing very well.
I'm working her hard today, Karen. I'm working her really hard.
I'm not even seeing her sweat.
I am. I'm sweating bullets.
Well, I'm really excited to be on. Everything is going really well. I really feel like I'm in a really good place. I'm not really having a problem. I'm just been becoming really more aware of my intuition and
good
kind of validating it. Like things will come up and with people in my life, and I'll go, you know what? I had a feeling about something was off, and I wasn't listening at the time. I had the feeling, and then kind of like in retrospect. So it's kind of blowing me away, which is exciting. I guess my only question at this point, I'm kind of hitting a point where I'm ready to admit to myself that I feel I'm ready and I want love.
Good.
And I have a crush. It's been validated, but then it was on pause due to circumstances in his life.
Okay.
We still have minimal contact as friends, but I'm I'm just feeling still a connection there, and I'm wondering if there's any future, or if it's, if I'm right about it.
What's his first name?
Skylar.
It's a super soul tie, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he younger?
Yes.
Okay.
But
I just want to make sure I'm connecting with him. So, does he have brownish hair too?
Yes.
And do you know if he took like I want to say like a kind of like a how do I put this? God, why does spirit have to control my mouth? I just want to.
I know.
So did he take some like a space or something for himself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, even before now.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. So do you know if he struggles with an addiction?
I would think the only addiction during stress, as I've seen, would be alcohol, but not like, not on a daily, not in a,
No, I felt like he's like one of those that can like stay away from it, but then goes all out when he does.
Well, I haven't known him long enough to know the history when, he had never shared that past with me.
Because I feel like, well, you were with him, right? You were with him for some time, right?
For just like a few months. And
Okay,
so the thing that was it was the intellectual, like we have great chemistry.
Yeah, that's the soul tie.
The first thing was the intellectual, like, understanding. Like, he's the first man that I didn't feel weird with. Like, he got me when, being the empathic part of me, and I'm so tied to and emotional and sensitive to nature and to the changes in my life. And when I opened up to him about it, he was just like, wow, he's like, you were so interesting. Like, you're so cool. And so we always talked. And then there was the great physical chemistry, which to me is almost, you can have that's the easy part. But it was the intellectual that is
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just trying to tell you something. You don't know a lot about him. Okay.
Right.
And I'm not trying to air his dirty laundry out there. I feel like he's a really good guy. Most addicts are. I mean, most people who are addicted or who have addictions going on are special people. They're very sensitive and they have gone through hell. But the thing is, all I'm saying is I do clearly pick up on an addiction that he's had to deal with. And it's like he takes a break. So I feel like he knows that you two have a connection. Right. And you're very, like, ready to embrace this connection, whereas it has scared him a little bit. Do you understand?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's aware of it, but he's just a little scared of it. Not to say that so my take on this guy is that it's almost like you've met the one, but you have to wait for him to deal with his shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, his other shit that he's dealing with is his mother of his children that hasn't been good to him and cheated on him, but she came crying back to a new tune, as he called it. And he said, for the sake of my kids, I have to give it another try. And, a month in, he's like, it's already miserable and I don't want to be with a person that I'm not in love with, but it's hard for me to admit, or, it's hard for me to accept that my kids aren't going to be raised by who birthed them, under the same roof. And I totally respect that.
Right. But,
so
damn
trying to stay away, but it's such a strong connection. I'm not sure what I should do.
You know damn well that I commend him for being honest with you and stuff, but you know damn well that he's not quite on your page, because you know damn well that anyone who stays because of kids, it's just an excuse. It's just a reason to go back for round whatever, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And they have to. It's like a learning lesson that he has to go through. So
Right.
undoubtedly, you know intuitively, because you're very psychic yourself. You may be in the closet that I have to pull you out, but you know damn well that he's going to go back. He already is back, and he's going to come back out, and they're not going to last. So I would say the best thing you can do is just be his friend. Honestly,
Right.
I mean, just stay away. Let him contact you when he's ready, and just know that he'll be back, because I strongly feel he will be back. He just doesn't want to burden you either. I'm sure it's easier for him to not be in touch with you during this time period, but I'll tell you, she drives him to drink.
Yeah. She's a can I be really frank and say she's a real asshole?
Yeah.
I don't say that a lot. I don't say that a lot on the show, but
I'm in a small town, like population 3,000, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. I moved here in September, so I'm learning kind of how it is. And people around town have shared that with me.
Yeah.
And I have the utmost respect for him because, you know, for him, he was up front with me from the get-go when he knew he was getting back with her, you know, with me. And I'm like, I got to respect that, though. He's doing it for his own sanity and for his children. Like, I would want that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's tempting, but I'm really holding myself to go, yeah, I have to be just his friend.
Yes, you do. You have to stay away from him right now and give him space. And he's asked for space. When people ask for space, it is so important that we give them space. And most people don't. They don't give you space when you ask. But when somebody asks you for space, there's a reason. And ultimately, sweetheart, that reason is for your better good.
Yeah, but there's some people who are like, oh, I want space, but they really want you to go chasing after them. There's some backwards people out there.
Yeah, when we texted yesterday, I had saw a funny thing about his that reminded me of his dogs, and I just, you know, as a friend said, hope you're having a great day. Just reminded me of your dogs last week, and he said he, you know, laughed and he goes, I was just thinking of you last evening, and it just makes my heart flutter, but also in a confident way that I just really believed it was true. Like, he was thinking of me. He didn't contact me the night before. You know what I mean? Then I'm on his mind.
I believe that, but I believe you're on his mind. I think it's two separate issues. I think you're absolutely on his mind.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? He's like back in hell. He had heaven, and now he's back in hell. Of course he was thinking about you. But listen to me. Yeah. Can I just tell you straight up?
Yeah.
You're enabling him. It's almost like, okay, I get like the texting and everything, but honestly, you should probably text once a month. Because, listen, just hear me out. Okay. Because you are his crutch. You're his good energy. He's with some a-hole who's driving him nuts and draining him, and then he gets to text you and get some good energy, so he gets to stay cozy in his situation, and you're like his crutch. Meanwhile, I don't want you to be his crutch. We need him to fall on his face and see the difference between the devil and the angel here. Let him fall on his face, take the crutch out from under his arm, and then be there when he finally gets up.
Which is a lesson for me, which you talked about earlier in the show about being an empath, is controlling your energy is what drives me. Like,
how much you let out and how much you take in. That is the most important thing as an empath. How much do you let out and how much do you take in? Sweetheart, we appreciate you and we appreciate the call. And let me just say really quick to what Chinhee said. Even if he is somebody that wants to be chased, then all the more reason to back off, because he'll respect you more if you let him chase you. It's going to be okay, sweetheart. Stay in touch. We want to know how you're doing. And thank you so much for the call, and hang tight, my friend. It's all going to be okay.
Wait, are you saying goodbye?
I said goodbye. Goodbye, Chinhee. Not to you.
No.
I said goodbye to her.
You what? Oh, can I just say something to her?
Please.
It's Karen.
Karen's gone, but you can say something to her because she's watching.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Karen, your empathy, you definitely have to check it. Every time you feel, oh, I want to text him, you have to realize that's your empathy. He wants you to text him.
Yeah.
He wants you to stay in his life. He wants to hold on to your good energy because he's getting sucked dry with her. So you have to refrain and you have to disconnect completely until he falls on his face, realizes and learns his lesson and comes back to you. I'm telling you, you're just enabling him. You're just going to deter his healing process. He needs to go through this. Well, that's all I had to say.
And now you found the addiction. The addiction is to the ex-wife. That's the addiction, that he can't get rid of her. Narcissism is his addiction. And that happens.
And beer.
And plus beer. Plus beer.
Well,
but,
you know what's funny? Sheena? All these people in my live feed are sitting here wondering if I'm drinking beer. No, you're picking up on someone who drinks beer, and that's Karen's guy.
Yeah. Why would you be drinking beer? Do they not know you that well?
No, I mean, because it looks like a beer can, number one. But also probably because...
Hello.
Hi, Jackie.
Maybe they've talked...
They think you just sit around all day long and drink beer. Welcome, Jackie. Hi. Say hi to Chinhee, and how may we help you, honey?
Hi, Chinhee.
Who's this?
This is Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. What's going on?
So, over the last, I guess, about 2 months now, I've been having some health issues, I guess. I'm not sure what it is that's going on with me. I've been in the hospital probably, I think it's been 5 times. I thought I was having a heart attack each time.
Yeah, me too.
But I went there and they basically tell me every time I go, we can't find anything. Your heart's fine. You just seem like a normal, healthy 29-year-old. It gives me pretty down because I know something's wrong with me. I've never had any issues in the past. So currently I've been working with a GI doctor, I'm having all these tests done, but in my heart, I don't feel it has anything to do with any of that. I'm not a doctor. I could be wrong. So, I guess I'm just wondering, is this something serious? Is this something that, I'm going to get through? I really just don't know. I'm at a point where I'm just so low and beating myself up, and I feel helpless.
Jacqueline, did you happen to gain a little weight?
I actually did. I was up to about 205 pounds, but since this all's been going on, I've probably lost about 25 pounds.
Okay.
Like, I'm not eating right. Like, anytime I eat, it's like I get full really quick. I'm also an empath. I know that. So I don't know what it is. I just know that I'm terrified.
Part of it's the empathing, and a part of it is just that you're taking so much in spiritually, sweetheart, and it's affecting you spiritually, and then you're convincing yourself, because we don't understand that. So when something gets weird, we convince ourselves, oh, well, it must be a medical problem, because we don't know how to correlate what's going on with us. But yeah, you definitely are picking up a lot of stuff, and you're taking too much in, and you're not filtering enough out, and all that gunk from all the stuff you're empathically pulling in is building up in you, and it's presenting with physiological symptoms. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my life right now is pretty much chaos. Of course, it's not even with me personally, more family issues and stuff. I'd say the last 2 years has probably been the hardest in my entire life with all my family issues, and I think I wear a lot of things as if they're my own.
Yes.
Jacqueline, can I just say that I feel like the biggest person that you empath is your mother?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to I feel like a lot of it is empathy, but I also feel that there's a lot of food in foods that you're eating that you need to change as well. So in combination, it's just kind of like going against you. And plus it's anxiety. You have a lot of anxiety too, because you're at this breaking point where it's almost like your tank is overfilled and you can't you can't deal with anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you haven't rejuvenated from being so drained. And I feel like your mother it's almost like we empath people emotionally and physically. And you're actually empathing her emotionally and physically. So you're actually taking on a lot of her physical symptoms. Do you understand that?
That actually makes a lot of sense because, I called her and pretty much every day and tell her, what's going on with me. And she lives 6 hours away. She's in West Virginia and in Pennsylvania. And she actually went through a lot of the issues that I've been going through. Of course, they actually found stuff with her. With me, it's been a guessing game and just a lot of doctor's appointments and hospital visits.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's not you. So I know you're 29 and you look like you're 20, 19, and it's like you are a classic example of someone who is carrying everyone's shit. It's not even yours. You're actually very healthy, I feel. I feel like you could definitely change your diet a little bit, but honestly, like it's your mother who has the issues going on, and you're totally taking it on.
Because that makes sense. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and there's a lot going on with my sister and everything, and I know it weighs on my mom a lot. And I think I guess she treats me almost like I'm my mother's sister, and I'm like a second mom to my siblings. So it's like anything that she's going through, I kind of wear as my own.
Yeah, exactly. So the more you become aware of that, it's like, Jacqueline, I know you don't feel strong right now, but you honestly are the strongest one in that household. And I do feel the chaos and all the activity going on. It's almost like you're the one that's keeping everyone up, And
I pretty much feel that way all the time. I'm carrying everybody else, and then when I'm down or feel helpless, I don't really have anybody to carry me that way and help me out.
Well, you know why? Because they can't. They're not capable. And honestly, the more, okay, so what's your lesson? You need to like completely focus on your health right now, and you're emotional. You can't run to people right now. You're on E. You're on empty. So you have to focus on yourself right now.
Yeah. It's your time. It's your time for you, honey, and that's a hard lesson for you. Because you don't like to take care of it.
Lessons.
What are you going to do, Chin?
What was that?
I said I'll give you some free bitch lessons.
Yeah, okay. Chinny's going to be
pretty
teaching
good at doing that.
Chinny's going to be teaching a webinar called Bitch, and you just learn how to be a bitch and how to bitch more. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the call. Karen, you take care of you. Jacqueline, you take care of you. And Chinny, we're saying goodbye now. So just so you know, that's what's happening. We got time for one more, and I want to get one more in because I just want to get one more in because that's how I am. So we are going to get who am I getting in? Somebody. Marcy. Marcy is next. And Marcy, get prepared because we're coming for you, baby. And hang on, it takes a little bit longer when I've got my guest on the phone too, because we got to get everything coordinated, not hang up on anybody, and not be the dork that I can be, where I'm like squirrel, and then I hang up on somebody. Chinny, this has been so much fun, my friend. This is
I'm
awesome.
glad. I've had a blast.
So much fun. Really quick, tell people where they can find you online.
Oh my God, everywhere, like Visa.
Okay, super.
Hello?
Hi, how are you,
Yes.
Marcy? We got like 4 minutes, but I know you really wanted to get in, so I'm throwing you in at the end, baby.
Hi, I appreciate that. How are you?
Wonderful. How may we help you? Say hi to Chinny. How can we help you?
Hi, Marcy.
So basically just love life stuff. Person I'm talking to now, I don't feel like it's going to really go anywhere.
I agree.
But, yeah, okay. So it's kind of that, and if anything's coming.
Yeah, I think you got to let this one go and kind of cut that tie and work through it in order to clear the energy for something new to come in. Chinny, how do you feel?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's kind of a little toxic. Not in like a super toxic, oh my God, it's toxic and it's going to ruin my whole life way, but it's a little spiritually bacteria ridden. It doesn't make you feel good about you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually, I mean, we get along great. It's more just I don't think he's ready for anything.
But that's it. But that's what doesn't make you feel good about you. That it's just not ready. Okay. And that the frustration around not being ready is what's making it a little toxic for you, because you want it to move forward. It's just not moving forward.
Right. I gotcha.
And I know it's hard because I know you're really crazy about him, but I think you're right. I think he's just not ready, but something really good is coming. So love him as a friend, move on without resentment, and open up your energy for something new to come in. Chinhi?
Any kind of like looks wise of what is coming?
I'm sorry?
Like a certain color hair or anything like on what's coming that I can keep an eye open for?
Oh no, I feel like he's coming back.
Oh, Chinhi thinks it's this guy coming back.
Well, he's already still here.
Yeah, he's still there. So I feel like I feel like you guys could get to like a point where, you might need a little space or something because when two people aren't on the same page, it's like you kind of have to like disconnect a little bit because you don't want to get too invested and too vulnerable, right? So I feel like when you get to that point, he may like hang back a little bit, and then he's going to come full forward towards you.
But in the meantime, there's going to be somebody in there. Somebody's coming, blonde. Somebody's coming in between, and enjoy that for what it is and love it.
Okay.
Well, the other one comes back. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm sorry we got to run. Chinhi, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being totally awesome and for giving me the inspiration to start this new format, because that's how you are, and that's how awesome you are. I appreciate you, my friend. Let's do this again soon.
No, definitely. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much.
You bet. And everybody, if you're in the chat, you can find me at IamRaisingYourVibration.com, at SheenaMetalSpiritual.com. I'm, of course, always available for private readings. I have so many cool things going on. Come out to one of my events in LA. We broadcast a lot of them on Facebook Live. You can take part in them. They're so much fun. August 9th, I'm teaching a webinar on empath awareness. You can sign up by going to IamRaisingMyVibration.com, and hopefully we'll stay connected. And I can't wait to have a Chinhi and maybe even Sunhee back on the show with her if she's free. Until I see you next time, it's the Sheena Metal Experience on LA Talk Radio. Don't forget our past episodes of the psychic broadcasts are at WeLightWorkersUnite.com, and of course the show at SheenaMetalExperience.com, and always at LATalkRadio.com. Till we see you next time, it's the Sheena Metal Experience on LA Talk Radio. You know what we do here, my friends. Every Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m., we rip the veil off the human sideshow and expose those big old Homo sapiens at their most bizarre sometimes and at their most beautiful every single day. And you know it's my show, and that's true, my friends. It is my show, but what it really is, always and forever, it's your experience. Thanks for listening. Have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow right here on LA Talk Radio.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.